Meta's data center in Louisiana. Balancing progress with local concerns, a major Meta data center under construction in rural Louisiana is raising critical questions about infrastructure strain, energy costs, and the impact of AI development on local communities. The project, a $27 billion investment in Richland Parish, promises economic benefits, but has also ignited fears among residents about rising utility bills, instability, and the potential disruption of a long-held way of life. The iceapocalypse and grid vulnerability. Recent severe winter weather, dubbed an iceapocalypse by locals, exposed the fragility of Louisiana's power grid. Hundreds of thousands lost power, and even as utility companies restored service to over 130,000 customers, many rural areas remained without electricity for days. This event underscores the broader concern that aging infrastructure will struggle to meet escalating energy demands, especially with a facility like Meta's data center, set to consume 3 times the annual electricity of New Orleans. Why this matters? The U.S. power grid is already stressed, with frequent outages and aging equipment. Adding massive energy consumers like AI data centers without substantial upgrades raises the risk of widespread disruptions. Meta's promises versus rising costs. Meta insists its project will ultimately save customers money, covering 15 years of capital costs for 3 new gas-powered plants needed to supply the facility. However, consumer advocates like Logan Burke of the Alliance for Affordable Energy, AAE, argue this overlooks hidden expenses. Upgrading transmission lines, increased gas and electricity demand, and potential spikes in fuel prices could still burden residents. In a world where those 3 new gas power plants serving Meta are online, that would be further upward pressure on the cost of gas and therefore on the cost of both home heating and the cost of electricity on the larger market. Logan Burke, AAE Insufficient Grid Reliability Analysis. The Union of Concerned Scientists, UCS, has filed a formal challenge to Energy Louisiana's grid stability analysis, claiming it fails to adequately assess risks. They argue that a major outage, like a downed transmission line or a failed power plant, could cause even greater disruptions if the project proceeds without rigorous study. The issue: Louisiana has already experienced catastrophic storms that crippled its grid. Rushing through an enormous new energy consumer without accounting for failure scenarios is reckless. Beyond electricity, community concerns. The impact extends beyond utility bills. Residents fear rising property values, taxes, and displacement as farmland transforms into an industrial hub. While Meta pledges local hiring and vocational training, the long-term effects on a historically agricultural community remain uncertain. The bigger picture: local opposition to data centers is growing nationwide. Communities are grappling with how to balance economic development with sustainability, affordability, and quality of life. The situation in North Louisiana highlights a fundamental tension. The rapid growth of AI infrastructure is outpacing the ability of energy systems and communities to adapt. The debate isn't about whether progress should happen, but how it happens and whether the costs will be fairly distributed.